Well, hello! It has been quite a while since I've done a strange fruit video, and I am no longer in the comfort of the tropics and the jungle and the monkeys and the sloths. I have relocated to the South Island of New Zealand, and we have some pretty weird stuff here, so I thought I would do a quick little video and show you what we've got going on down here. I went to the store yesterday and I've been seeing these little things for sale called kiwi berries, and I never heard of them before, and I didn't want to pay $4 or $5 for them, so they happened to be on sale for $1.25, which is about $1 US, and I figured I'd give them a shot. So yeah, I bought them. This is what they look like. They're called kiwi berries, and so I knew they had to be delicious. They're very small, kind of bite-sized. They are grown in different varieties, and they can get quite big, so they're not exactly pop in your mouth size. Really yummy. They are a relative of the kiwi. They're grown on a vine, and normally they're grown on the North Island near the top, on the, I believe it's the West Coast in the Bay of Plenty. So just want to cut this open, show you what it looks like. Some places call it a baby kiwi, which I think is adorable, and they look exactly like a kiwi on the inside, but they don't really taste like one. Really good. The first flavor I get is strawberry, and then I get the kiwi flavor. Don't get that kind of tangy bite like the kiwi normally has. So these were really good. I probably only got maybe 10 of them in that little punnet. So, you know, at $4 or $5, probably not really worth it unless you're crazy about them. You can make things with them, you know, smoothies. I saw some desserts, some sauces. Being that they are so small, you know, you're not going to get a whole lot out of them. So anyway, those were really cool, and I'm glad I got to try them. These are a little ripe, which is probably why they were on sale. And I don't know anybody that would want to pay $5 for them, but I guess they did. So again, I know you've heard of kiwis. You've seen them back home. We have two types here. We have the normal kiwi that you know and love, brown, kind of fuzzy, furry, and this is what they look like. And here's a little baby kiwi, so you can see that they are very similar. And these you just scoop out with a spoon or something. You could eat the flesh if you wanted to, but it's a little hairy, so I typically don't do that. And they keep in the refrigerator for a really long time, which is good. And they're so plentiful here that they're fairly cheap when they're in season. We also have the golden kiwi, which is this. And it doesn't have the fur on it, like the hair on it. So, and it's also quite different on the inside. It's got a yellowish flesh to it, and it's a lot sweeter than the regular kiwi. It doesn't have that bite to it when you get to that white inside part. And yeah, they smell really good. These are probably my favorite. So those are the differences. And as some of you may know, New Zealanders are called Kiwis. But whenever I say that to somebody that isn't familiar with New Zealand, they always think of the fruit. And they're not called that because of the fruit. We have a kiwi bird here that is nocturnal, and it's like the symbol of New Zealand, and so that's why they're called kiwis. We also have a weird fruit called a feijoa. And it looks a lot like an avocado, but it tastes nothing like an avocado. We have a big tree out here, and they are not quite ripe right now, but because I was doing some other weird fruit, I decided to throw this one in as well, just to talk about it. They're very delicate, so they're at their ripest when they drop from the tree. And after that, it's just all downhill from there. They don't keep for very long. So the season is fairly short. It runs up into June, which is our winter. And but they're really good. They have the texture kind of like a pear, you know, that kind of gritty taste. I know that sounds bad, but it's not. And these smell really good. It's like a fine perfume when they're ripe. So this one is not ripe. I just picked it off the tree, but I wanted to show you. It sort of tastes like an apple, pineapple, minty kind of taste to it. I don't even really want to try this because they're just way too hard. Normally they're very soft, squishy, kind of like a ripe kiwi would be. And these are not native to New Zealand. These came from, where did they come from? Oh, they're from Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina. Just like pretty much every fruit that I talk about, it's never actually from the place that I am in, so that's not unusual. The pulp can be used in cosmetics as a exfoliant, so I'm definitely going to be trying that since we've got trillions of them and we're never going to eat them all. And the flowers are edible. They're these really cool, like Dr. Seuss looking red spiky flowers, and the birds and other critters like to eat those. Unfortunately, I just found this out yesterday, so I didn't have a chance to eat the flowers. I'm kind of bummed out. I like eating flowers. That requires 50 hours of winter chill to have these fruit, which is not a problem here, believe me. It gets really cold here. It's even cold now, and we're in April. We've just slid kicking and screaming into autumn, so we've got a lot of these on the tree. And they have been cultivated as far north as Scotland, and you can also find them occasionally in the southern United States as well as California. And as far as using them in other types of foods, you could make smoothies out of them. I've heard that people make wine out of them, and even a Feijoa infused vodka, which sounds really good. So might see if that is available here this season. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the information, and thanks for watching.